Welcome to another exciting journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we shine the spotlight on top 4 of the most fascinating treasures of British numismatics. First up, the United Kingdom's 1971 new 1-penny coin with no mint mark. This is more than just a small piece of metal, it's a bridge to a new era in British history. Back in 1971, the United Kingdom went through one of the biggest monetary transformations of modern times: decimalisation. On February 15th, known as Decimal Day, the UK officially replaced the old currency system of pounds, shillings, and pence with the new decimal system. This was a revolutionary change, and the first coins struck for circulation after this moment carried incredible significance. The new penny coin of 1971 was a symbol of this transformation. Struck in bronze, it measured 20.3 millimeters in diameter and weighed just over 3.5 grams. It carried the bold inscription, "New Penny," and it proudly displayed the crowned portcullis on its reverse side, a design steeped in royal history and tradition. What makes the 1971 new 1-penny with no mint mark so remarkable is not just its beauty but the fact that it marks the very beginning of an era. Collectors are not only looking at a coin, they are holding a milestone in their hands, the very first year of decimal coinage. And as every collector knows, firsts in history are always worth fortunes. This coin also bears the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, crafted by Arnold Machin. It shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a portrait that became iconic in British coinage and remains one of the most admired in the world. That alone makes the coin a timeless keepsake. Now, you may wonder, why does this penny attract such excitement? The answer lies in its connection to history, its limited early year issues, and the fascination collectors have with coins that represent the first of their kind. Owning one is like owning a piece of the UK's great transformation story. The 1971 1-penny without mint mark is not just another coin. It is a prized treasure that serious collectors are willing to pay high sums for. While to many it may look ordinary, those who understand numismatics see it as a gateway to fortune. In numismatic auctions and private sales, stories have emerged of these coins commanding prices far beyond expectations. A single pristine, uncirculated example, sealed and protected from the touch of time, has been valued by collectors at $3,000, sometimes even $5,500 when competition rises. But that's not all. Investors believe that the coin's first-year status can push its value higher in coming years. Exceptional uncirculated examples have already been reported at $7,800, and some specialists suggest that one day the rarest condition could touch $10,000 in the right marketplace. Imagine finding this coin in flawless condition, its bronze shine untouched, its details crisp and sharp. That single coin could be your ticket to a life-changing opportunity, a reward far greater than anyone could have imagined when it was first minted. The real magic lies in the story you carry with the coin. When you hold the 1971 penny, you are not just holding a coin, you are holding the first breath of decimalisation, the dawn of a new money system, and the unbroken legacy of a queen whose reign spanned 7 decades. Collectors don't just buy coins, they buy heritage, symbolism, and the prestige that comes with owning what others cannot. That's why your 1971 penny with no mint mark can rise in value within the thousands of dollars, making it a true collector's prize. Every great collection has its crown jewel, and for many enthusiasts, this coin is exactly that. Whether tucked safely in a protective case or displayed proudly in a collection, its presence elevates the entire set. There's also another layer to this story: scarcity. While millions of pennies were struck in 1971, flawless, uncirculated, no mint mark examples are far rarer than people assume. Age, circulation, and handling have taken their toll on most coins, but the few that survive in mint brilliance are the ones that command enormous sums. For anyone lucky enough to possess one today, you're not just holding currency, you're holding a financial treasure chest. That tiny coin could someday be valued among the most talked about decimal issues, touching the magical $10,000 mark in collector circles. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever come across a 1971 UK new 1-penny with no mint mark, treasure it, protect it, guard it. because it could one day fetch you thousands of dollars, and perhaps even the full $10,000 at the peak of its demand. This is the beauty of coin collecting. What looks small to the eye can hold massive value in the heart of history. And the 1971 penny is the perfect example of how one coin can be transformed into a symbol of wealth, legacy, and endless opportunity. Remember, in the world of rare coins, legends are not always made of gold or silver. Sometimes, they are hidden in the smallest of pennies. Next up, the 1980 UK new 1 penny coin with no mint mark. This coin may seem small, but its story, its history, and its potential value make it a true gem for collectors and investors alike. The journey of this coin begins with the decimalization of British currency, a revolution that took place in 1971. The penny became a symbol of modernization in the United Kingdom, bridging the gap between tradition and progress. By 1980, the new penny had firmly established itself as an essential part of the decimal system, yet its historical significance continued to grow stronger each year. The 1980 edition of the penny carried the same bronze composition, measuring 20.3 millimeters in diameter and weighing just 3.56 grams. But what makes this coin truly stand out is not only its design but the fact that coins from this period are now becoming highly desirable to collectors who seek early decimal issues. On its obverse, the coin proudly features the second definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. The portrait shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a timeless image that graced millions of coins yet continues to inspire respect and admiration around the world. On the reverse, the crowned portcullis design takes center stage, a design linked with the Palace of Westminster, rich with royal symbolism. This imagery makes the penny not just a coin but a reminder of Britain's enduring monarchy and political history. But history alone is not why collectors are chasing this coin. It is the growing awareness that coins from the late 1970s and early 1980s are crossing into the realm of vintage collectibles. Once they cross that threshold, values can skyrocket, and owners of such coins are in for a rewarding surprise. The 1980 UK 1 penny has already made waves among coin dealers and auction houses. Uncirculated examples, shining with untouched brilliance, have sold for as much as $3,200 in dedicated collector circles. That is an incredible return for a coin that once had the smallest face value in circulation. Reports from international markets show even higher numbers when competition grows. Some pristine examples, still sealed or carefully preserved, have been valued at $5,000 or more by collectors who want nothing less than perfection in their collection. What about the future? Experts in the numismatic world believe that this coin is still in the early stages of its value journey. With growing interest in British coins abroad, particularly in North America and Asia, the 1980 penny could rise further, touching $7,500 in coming years for the most flawless pieces. And at the very peak of demand, there is potential for the finest preserved examples to touch $10,000, making it one of the most lucrative pennies of the modern era. The more time passes, the rarer high-grade examples will become, and that scarcity is the key driver of value. Imagine holding this coin today, knowing that in your palm lies not just history but a hidden fortune. The bronze surface carries stories from over 4 decades ago, and yet it holds the power to reward you with thousands of dollars in the modern marketplace. The current maximum value in private sales and auctions for a 1980 penny can already reach $5,800, a figure that continues to surprise even experienced collectors. For those who hold a carefully preserved piece, the rewards could be life-changing. Remember, rarity is not always about the number minted, but about how many survive in top condition. And with time, coins like the 1980 penny will only grow scarcer in uncirculated brilliance, making each surviving piece a treasure chest waiting to be unlocked. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you come across a 1980 UK new 1 penny coin with no mint mark, do not underestimate it. Guard it with care, because in the right hands and at the right time, it could sell for thousands of dollars and possibly climb toward that $10,000 mark. The future of this coin is bright, and its legacy is already secured. It stands not just as currency but as a piece of British history, a piece of the monarchy, and a piece of a collector's dream. This is the magic of numismatics. A small coin, often overlooked, can transform into a symbol of wealth and heritage. And the 1980 UK 1 penny is proof that sometimes the smallest treasures carry the greatest rewards. Next up, the 1994 United Kingdom 1 penny coin with no mint mark, a coin that many collectors are chasing and one that continues to rise in importance year after year. The 1994 penny is not just any ordinary coin. It belongs to the decimal era, a system introduced in 1971 that modernized British money forever. By the time 1994 arrived, decimal coinage had already been a part of daily life for more than 2 decades, but coins from this decade now carry the special charm of becoming modern vintage. This penny was struck in bronze, weighing 3.56 grams with a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. On the obverse, it carried the graceful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Raphael Maklauf. In this design, the Queen wears the royal diadem, projecting strength, elegance, and the continuity of monarchy. The reverse of the coin displays the familiar crowned portcullis design, a symbol of the Palace of Westminster and Britain's royal heritage. This design connects the coin directly with centuries of governance and tradition, making it more than just a piece of currency. But what makes the 1994 penny valuable today is the growing demand for coins from the 1990s, a period that is now over 30 years old. Collectors across the world are beginning to focus on these coins because they represent a bridge between modern currency and collectible history. The truth is, more and more people want to buy it. From local coin fairs in the UK to international auctions online, there is a steady demand for high-grade examples of the 1994 penny. Collectors in North America, Asia, and the Middle East are increasingly paying attention to British coins, and the 1994 penny has become a must-have piece in many collections. Current values reflect this rising interest. Ordinary circulated coins may not carry high premiums, but coins preserved in top uncirculated condition are where the true magic begins. These shining, flawless pennies have already reached $2,800 in private sales. Some auctions have seen spirited bidding wars, where pristine examples climbed to $4,200, and coin enthusiasts were willing to go even further for a specimen that seemed untouched by time. This shows the hunger collectors have for these gems. Right now, the highest reported figures for the 1994 penny in perfect condition have reached around $6,000, proving that this coin already commands respect in the market. And with time, experts believe that it can climb even higher. The potential is exciting. In the coming years, as fewer uncirculated pieces remain available, the coin could easily push toward $8,500 or even $10,000 at peak demand. Collectors value not just the coin itself but the history, the era, and the rarity of perfect preservation. Imagine holding a coin from 1994 in your hand today. Nearly 3 decades of history lie behind it. It has survived changing times, shifting governments, and global events. And yet here it is, shining with the promise of value and prestige. This is why people do not hesitate to invest in coins like the 1994 penny. The story it tells, combined with its growing scarcity, ensures that it will always remain a coin of desire. And desire in the collector's market is what drives prices higher and higher. What makes this coin even more attractive is the sheer number of collectors actively seeking it. Demand is not confined to one region, it is truly international. This means that if you own one, you have the potential to reach a global audience of buyers willing to pay thousands for your piece. Think of it this way. A penny that once held the smallest face value in the UK has transformed into a gateway to wealth. That is the magic of numismatics. And the 1994 penny is proving to be one of the rising stars of this field. The current value is already strong, the demand is wide, and the future potential is even brighter. It is a coin worth guarding, worth displaying, and worth holding on to for the next leap in its journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you happen to own a 1994 UK 1 penny coin with no mint mark, keep it safe and protected. Because in the right hands and at the right time, it can sell for thousands of dollars, up to $10,000 in the future. This coin represents more than money. It represents history, it represents opportunity, and most of all, It represents the hidden wealth that only true collectors can see. And that is why the 1994 UK penny is not just valuable, it is a treasure waiting for you to discover its full power. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny coin from the year 2000 with no mint mark. This coin may look ordinary to some, but to those who understand the power of numismatics, it carries value, history, and the potential for an incredible future. The year 2000 was a symbolic year worldwide, the start of a new millennium, and coins struck in this period carry a special energy. Collectors value these coins not just for their bronze shine, but for what they represent: the bridge between 2 centuries, the close of the 20th century, and the dawn of the 21st. The 2000 penny continued the tradition of Britain's decimal coinage system, introduced in 1971, and by this time it had become a standard coin in circulation. It measured 20.3 millimeters in diameter, weighed 3.56 grams, and was struck in copper-plated steel, a shift from the original bronze alloy, making it part of a new chapter in coin production. On the obverse of the coin, we see the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait, introduced in 1998, is distinctive for its realistic detail and mature representation of the Queen, showing her wearing the tiara that symbolizes grace and continuity. The reverse carries the crowned portcullis design, a powerful image connected to the Palace of Westminster and the strength of Britain's government and monarchy. This iconic design links the coin to centuries of tradition while still being part of a new era in coinage. Now you may be asking, where can I buy a coin like this, and where can I sell it if I own one? The answer is simple. Rare coin dealers, online auctions, collector groups, and platforms such as eBay and dedicated numismatic sites are the best places to find or to sell the 2000 penny. But always remember, the value lies in condition, rarity, and the passion of buyers. Is it worth that much? The answer is yes. Collectors worldwide are beginning to recognize the hidden strength of coins minted around the millennium. The 2000 penny has already sold in uncirculated, flawless condition for as much as $2,500. That is a tremendous leap from its original face value. But that's not all. In higher grades, carefully preserved coins have achieved prices of $4,000 in auctions where demand was fierce. This shows that the market is hungry for millennium-era coins, especially those preserved in mint condition. At present, the maximum value that has been recorded for the 2000 penny in the very best condition has gone beyond $6,200, and experts believe that it could rise further as collectors push prices higher in coming years. Looking ahead, many numismatists forecast that this coin, in the rarest condition, could climb to $8,700 or even touch $10,000 as international collectors compete for standout pieces from this symbolic year. The future of this coin is filled with potential. Now comes the question, should you keep it or not? The answer is a resounding yes. If you own a 2000 penny, it deserves protection. The best way to preserve its value is to seal it in a protective holder, shield it from scratches, moisture, and air exposure. A sealed coin in top-grade condition always commands the highest price. Collectors are not only buying this coin for its monetary potential but also for its historical energy. The millennium was a once-in-a-lifetime event, and coins from this year carry a timeless attraction. People love to own something that represents both the past and the future, and this coin is exactly that. The global demand for this penny continues to rise. More people every year enter the hobby of coin collecting, and when they look for modern classics, the year 2000 stands out. This demand is what ensures that prices continue to rise steadily. Think of it like this. A coin that once passed through countless hands for small purchases now has the power to change fortunes. The transformation of value is nothing short of remarkable. That is the magic of numismatics. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you must treasure this coin if it's already in your collection. Do not spend it, do not trade it carelessly, and never underestimate it. Because when the time is right, it could reward you with thousands of dollars, perhaps even the full $10,000 at its peak. This coin is a symbol of heritage, wealth, and opportunity. It is proof that even the smallest coin can hold the greatest power when history and scarcity combine. So remember this. The 2000 UK 1 penny with no mint mark is not just valuable. It is a treasure of the millennium that is waiting to deliver its full worth into the hands of those wise enough to see its potential.